Very good afternoon to you all. The Angami Youth Organization, Amigan verification taxi laga, Korea laga details kan, Amigan press media laga share kore muna se. First 8 days, digine mulhan taxi kan verify guru digine 8 days time dije. Nahulebi Amigan number of taxis turning up. Aro ek din de taxi verify gule pare abi morning 9 bara shuru gune rati 6 tok kuri thagi je. Nahulebi cover gule na pare hora another 3 days extension digine mugan taxi kan verify guri je. Inia guri gine last week tok Amigan ki verify gule thagi je para to kitu kan kuri je. Inia guri gine kumba ekta duita doubtful thaka khan itu khan aro rectify rule khan olop time lagi je itu bara itu khan sa kotom hoa bichi de aji ami khan office bears khan field de jai gine gari kiman verified hui gina sa aro gari kiman da verified na hui gina pola ase itu khan big bar sa hui gina aji jai gine taxi parking han de jai gine sai je inia sai gina halaga report khan itia ami khan laga committee members khan tai khan starting from the convener aro alag members kan ekjun guri gine details kan apni kan logde share kuri dibo
itu ami khan first ayo khan taxi khan verification kuriya do first press conference debi janai dise bolebi ami khan hunise ki public khan itu kotha bisi ja ase kile itu verification gurubo lage hoilebi NGO ekta bara ai kine inia ka kure do itu thik nai iniga kotha kan bisi ja ase itu kan bi mukhan hunise itu kare itia moi itu time logina aro ekbar manu khange public khange kile itu kurise itu mukhan laga idea do olop manu khange kubole monase 2024 te amikhan RTI ekta RTO de Regional Transport Office te tate file kurise reply pa do amikhan reply do sai kine amikhan satisfactory hoa nai edu kile satisfactory hoa nai itu do the first point is 2022 6 July tate order ekta dise ki itu order de itia bara taxi permit to issue na kuri jabo iniga order ulaise however surpassing this government standing order we find that so many taxi permits are being issued against this standing order idu mohan number khan sai thakia do up to 577 or more taxi 577 or more itu permit khan illegally issued kuri dia laga itu mokhan findings to itu paisi aro itu ami khan bahare taxi owners khan hobi drivers khan hobi huda hudi pura time de taxi permit to apne han kimman bara banaise ineka hudia do yes there of course there are some few taxis some few permits who have acquired their permits through the proper procedures. Hoilebi bishi bardo amikhan khobor paise ki 75,000, 70,000, 80,000 up to 95,000 tak permit to kini bole imman bara kinya itu bi amikhan dikhise itu garne amikhan are itu taxi do it is for unemployed youth to is the government or is the concerned department not robbing these unemployed youth in a one question be mohan itu be any question kurishi itu garne we have to go for verification to get the findings to get the fact in a kakurne itu verification be suru kurishi aro amikhan dikiase Kohima de saise kuledo almost all the empty spaces in Kohima town are being occupied as taxi stands. There is no more empty space. for private vehicles or for emergencies to park their vehicles. Itu karone verification kuri kine itu khan bi aro alop space bi create kuri paribola itu babi kini ami khan itu khan bi kurise. Gari kumba illegally permit na thakina original permit na paine after the registration of their vehicle. They simply painted their vehicles into taxi color and they're applying. So it can be question there he itu karone verification to ebar jabo lagibo inika he aro traffic jam do mukhan sob jani ase more than 3,000 taxis flying in Kohima in this very small smart city of Kohima. So if it is like that, then how will the growth of the town be possible? Inika bi mukhan laga concern de hai jaise. So as an NGO and the local guardian of this Kohima town, we find ourselves responsible at least to create space and to do something good for our people. Itu karone moham verification jaise. And then ami khan bahare sado taxi bishido very old already, very old. Itu can be feed asana nai, it will be concerned HSC. Aro we see some drivers not in order. It can be dikhiche. Itu karone we have to verify and get the proper data so that the safety of the commuters, the passengers, will also be put into place. Iniga ikta babine amigan verification to suru kurishide. Itu bara points bi bishi ase. Holibi those are some of the concerning points that comes to our office. Itu karne amigan verification to suru kurishi. Verification kuria do amigan president coalition total 12 days amigan loine verification kurishi. To 12 days the verification kuria do amigan findings iniga ase ki permit validity itu thik na thakia gari bishi ase. Aro permit validity to for a local taxi, say example, itu local taxi ekta do tala permit to it is valid for 5 years, and after that he or she can go for renewal iniga ekta ase. However, kumba taxi do more than 2-3 decades renew kurine jalaga itu bi dikhise. So will that taxi be fit to carry a passenger? Iniga ekta question bi ase. Aro permit sado permit bishi expired hone thakise. Aro gari bishi pollution hobi noli fitness hobi itu kan check na kuri inna thakya bishi ami kan data kan sob collect kuri gina ase. Aro permit be issued against minor itu bi paise. 7 years old, 8 years old itu kan tak permit paina thakala. Itu bi mukhan findings te paise. Aro permit renew kure time de it is done in proxy. Itu kile proxy de kure ase kure do the taxi permit is clearly in the permit it is clearly mentioned that the permit is non-transferable. However, permit to bikai na aro gari to bikai gine second owner, third owner, fourth, fifth owner tak thakya ini khakambi boshe paise. Aro original permit holder do say example permit holder tala nam A ase. Bolibi who is this particular person A? Itu concern na loi kine the person B himself goes and do renewal for the permit. Iniga itabi amian la finding ne paise. Itu karone the renewal of the taxi permits are being done in proxies. Aro A laga nam de B laga passport photo itu rakhi ne thakala itu kan bi saise. To how these are happening iniga amikan itu sawal bi itu concern department ke bi aro hudi ase. Aro if the taxi permits or if the taxis are being given for to create employment. Kile itu permit kan do government servants kan itu hold kurubole pari ase. Itu bi question da ase. Aru a single person is acquiring more than 3-4 permits. Inika laga bi ase. Itu karne amian la findings de itu kan finding paise. Itu karne mon la finding itu kan sob milai gina ami kan concerned department ke bi nolbi government ke bi request kuro mon thakia to let the state government come or put out concrete on state transport policy. Nijo laga state laga transport policy ekta ahibo lagibo neki iniga ami kan request itu dia se. Aru ami la friend bara data kan itu kan alop koi dibo kiman verify kurishe kiman first owner se kiman second owner se itu kan sob ami la friend bara share koi. Thank you.
So far, total vehicle verified and issued sticker to 2,412. 2,412. And out of 2,412, only 843 taxis are with the fresh owner. Rest are second till some are even this up to fifth owner. Na taxi pikaine transfer grado. Itu handu 1,569 ase. Second to fifth owner. Aru number of taxis post NL01TA0703 itu 448 ase 448 aru itu mohan driver kan saise kuli tu local drivers kiman ase non local kiman ase itu ekbar itu bi mohan kiba kurse sama kurse to non local drivers kan tu 544 sorry mohana findings e aru nijor taxi thage aru nijor driving kurne kama khandu 1109 aru number of taxis non indigenous inhabitants of Nagaland la harte thage andu 415 ase non indigenous owners aru mohan owners e sadu itu sathi bra konisna double permit thage han bi si ase aru family de mota maiki bacha han la नाम दे परमिट था गया एक फैमिली दे 2-3 परमिट था गया भी पाइसे और रेपुटेशन हो जाए होले भी 7 and 8 year old girls दुईटा ये दो टैक्सी परमिट पा लगा भी दो भी पाइसे और ओनर्स खान कुंबा दो किला हिसाब राशि नहीं होले भी तखाना कनेक्शन था गया राशि ना कि नहीं होले टैक्सी परमिट लोगों within a month or 2 टैक्सी परमिट तो पिकाई दियो तान drive kuribo gari kinine kamabo itu nangine tahan business kurala bi paise khali taxi permit logine aro do post 0703 kanne friendly conversation kurine mohan padu satyawan qanisna kumbadu 40 50 75 85 aro highest 95 amount pay kurne taxi permit pa laga ase aro kumbadu sida sida ko kodera kina paise boli do minister line bara paise nabi ko abi man paisi de aro drivers kan idu many drivers without anta id card idu apply rala bi idu bishi paisi de aro de mokhan na suggestion han ko dise ole kumba sathi han kumba bra supplement ko de mokhan fine
ahigine yade amingan sot itia committee members kan da brief kuri dia nisna yade angami youth organization naga motive aro idea do bile do agi de kuida nisna ami kan ahigine unregulated number of taxis thaga han traffic jam na issue gan parking laga han idu gan sob gwa ase na hole bi the foremost and important thing is that we can educated unemployed iman ase aro taxi itu do bile do itu consumer service ekta do bile do ami kan manu bi siga modok gula parole laga ase aro jodi itu permit proper channel bara regional transport authority logode jaisi bile do it is just a nominal amount ha ase iniga guri kine utu manu kun permit paise tai bara to permit tu le do tai logode usually 5 years kane die tai road tax every year renew gribo inia gana after 5 years pichite tai aro tai laga permit tu aro renew kuribo but road tax to tai every year tai lai to iniga hoise bole to the genuine person or the deserving person do hoise bole to proportional te jaise bole to tai he could have saved agide kuida nisna 90-80,000 rupees tai save korle parole laga ase aro deserving ga napai gine kun puisa ase upai na thaki gine manu logode loan bi lui gine inia cases bi bishi thakibo idu ora ami kan concept tu hile do itu system bal ora streamline guri di gine ami kan not only taxi ekla na hoi gine ahi gine pa manu ge hulibi tai laga source of income guri dibi tai kitia earn gure iniga hole do tai bi economy de amala economy ne bi contribute gura ekta ase itu ora ami kan concern do hile do ami kan DC Kohima DC regional transport authority ki bi ko do hile do permit khan itia bora henceforth issue guru gulise gule do ami kan itia scooty daga is permit kiniga dia ase itu nijna bao bora tahan logode bi interview bi kuri gine tahan ke not only owning the taxi but I gonna drive bi kuri gine nijore earn gule to encourage ko lagi gune DC ki bi price kurise agir ami kan committee member kui daga nijna ami kan yede I gonna to problem so face kura do gule do ami kan the state does not have its own motor transport policy ami kan itia dole do jagine national transport policy he chola ase so very soon if it is felt pertinent that the Angami Youth Organization should write to the government or for that matter through this press conference we would also like to put forward our suggestion that the government should also table a bill in the assembly to have our own motor transport policy bill haligina ami kan ek pass kurigine kiniga hole do ami kan youth kan karne bal hobo itu kan streamline itu kan policies bal kan ani gine ami kan naga manu kan gi dibi guine to bi government ge request korle muna je the second thing is the other thing is taxi kan time diule laga bi sufficient time di dise itu ora itia do hole do taxi kan verified na gura kan do hole do let us assume and let us be of the opinion that tahan documents tik nai na hole bi tahan gari tik nai itu ora verify gula hanai ora henceforth verified na thaga taxi kan pola bole na dibo aro polai gine jodi durise gule do ami kan Angami Youth Organization kan tahan lapore ki action luise gule bi they will be held solely responsible iniga gure gine aji henceforth aji ora taxis kan apply gule without verified na gune pola bole na dibo aro ami kan taxi services chula manu kan hole bi itu verified stickers thaga han logode he services kan lubi inia hoise gule do moi kan bitor hole bi genuine garis kan pola bole dibo ami kan problem ki face kura ase itu kan somehow to a certain level moi kan laga problem kan bi solve hole laga ekta ase to ora through this press conference ami kan common public kan gi bi appeal kura do hole do ami kan verified stickers kan he chola bi de gari kan kuina sob ki request kura ase approach in the sense
that it one to ki kuru bole how did they issue and now what are they going to do without even having the permission of issuing the licenses
itu karena ami kan itia kui thaga nisna ahi gine tai laga loopholes kan itu kan ase kui gina ami kan truth this press media itu lai di gina ase itu kui thaga nisna ahi gine I think this is also one of the most appropriate forum where we have already highlighted and also disclosed the lapses as well as the loopholes in the issuing of taxi permits or for that matter with the service related of the taxi. Itu wala the competent authority as we speak here, the Deputy Commissioner is the Regional Transport Authority, he is the chairman. Or for that matter, the Chief Secretary is the chairman of the State Transport Authority. So I think these are the two competent authorities who are in a position to address to all these loopholes as well as the lapses that we have already disclosed to this press media.
so from your side too you don't have any specific demand as such that those permits issued after
See, as we have said, these people are in a taxi permit kina handle do agine kui thagan is na nijo self drive kura handle do 1109 as de nijo taxi thai nijo drive kura aro from what the committee has found out is that into NL070A0703 laga piche number dia handle do maximum of them they are driving by themselves NL01 TA 0703 itu laga drivers khan aro malik khan du ekjun ha ase so it can be of the conclusion that tai khan iman paisa lugine invest kurigine kuda olibe just kurigine anigine iman tera ase for us we are of the opinion that to victimize the owners or for that matter taxi permit lo hangi to hangi victimize kurle to out of question as nagi babe ase kile mane system e niga ase normal apply kurise gule to true proportional apply kurise gule to na pai paisa dile to he lo ase to niga hwa I think it is now upon the authority tai kan kiniga ai gine to permit kan iniga issue kuri dise itu to le to ai gine not the person who have acquired the taxi permits but dia laga opor de he problem do la ase aro itu kui dhara nisna di repeat kura jana hole bi ami kan ai gine taxi permit dia to hole bi ekta amu kan dekha to le to taxi permits are not transferable itu ase otherwise there are no criteria or no credentials itu hole to dibo to like kunai itu pura all these problems is coming up because there is no motor transport policy ekhe nai mo ham logde itu pura issue gura to hole bi taihan laga khushi kiniga dibo gule bi tana khushi itu pura ami kan ai gine system du hole to the foremost and important thing now here is that I think the state should have its own motor transport policy iniga hojiblo to ami kan ki ase guidelines kan hole bi aro kun benefit pawo lage itu kan bi mugan itu kan olai siblo to I think these are all an ultimate thing once the motor transport policy comes into picture
So apni kan findings to ki ase regular or normal apply kore ki man ase
see even some of us ahigine kumba to hule to since government service na gra manu bi ase to bara genuine apply gra han to le to as far as we are concerned we don't even pay 3,000 for 5 years permit your road tax hardly you'll be paying around some 1,000 plus amount your pollution is another thing itu to le to 100 rupees para bi apni kan laga pollution kan provided you bring your vehicle and then check it iniga ase to hardly say apni laga for 5 years you are paying a maximum amount of 3,000 and then apni kan per year apni laga road tax kuria to le to you're just paying not even 2,000 also with your pollution fitness kan itu kan kurigine to inia hwa to le to but someone who has already purchased the permit with 95,000 is also paying the same amount because tabi 5 years tata permit renew lage aro tai laga road tax bi every year ta hole lage to itu bora ekta taxi driver ekta living depending on his vehicle for his earning to get back that 95,000 I think it is a very big amount for someone with such employment it is a very big deal for him
okay apni vidya to kimam bara taxi permit to pabo lage inega de ami khan verification kore time de itu undertaking eta tage yede sign kore time de one remarks ko in rake to all these records are with us ami khan hudia tok to those who go to the RTO through proper channel and acquire their permits itu kan to processing charge 1,500 to 3,000 itu bitore pekai komba do innocently ko do miando manuge hi kurele dije do garne moido cha pani bi khabe ko ne 10,000 dise ko ase but the rest to there may be some brokers in between the department and the buyers itu brokers kan business kure ase na kiniga kure ase itu the permit holder knows the best itu kan 60,000 db aro permit to loi jabi inega ita there is an instance ekta ase itu moitik mola cousin brother ekta ase I will tell that example he is an unemployed youth tai gari kinibi goise kinise permit dibo goise kheta ase gari kinine ready goine thaise permit to lop time lo ase to he go to the RTO to get the permit idu time de tai laga documents ki khando RTO de ek jombara I will not tell the designation ek jombara ta laga post khan boise tai office bitor de janai bahar de thagise iniga thagina permit to ani gine tai dise permit ania bi itu bai laga nam de ani anai itu mai ke ita laga tai na jania ita laga nam de permit to hi jaise to you have to pay 65000 in your question to bahare tai jon in transact koine tai to taxi permit lo ni jaise to regarding this those unemployed youth who acquired a permit by buying and all these things, so we are not in a position to victimize them, or we are not in a position to give them any ultimatum or punish. As our president has clearly mentioned, the concerned authority should look into that matter.
Abnihan this streamline grow in our region. So now you have found so many anomalies in the department. So after your findings, if you are just going to give a press conference and then conclude here, how do you think the department will take an action unless you give something to them?
No, see, Agirevi Kuidishe, but I think now our main concern here is the suggestion, or for that matter, the recommendation for bringing about state motor transport policy. Itu tu le doa kita kuidishe. If required, I think Angami Youth Organization is very much willing forward to put up, a representation to the government. For that matter, the chairman of the state motor transport authority, we are willing. Doesn't mean that we will not write, but in due course, befitting representation may be given to the government.